Hey everyone, how's it going? It is either real Randy Chavez coming at you today with a Veve OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. For not, welcome back. I love y'all. I would say hello to Dashi. Hello Dashi. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that super thanks button down below. And become a member, there's lots of perks. And also Wraithax.eth domain name. I do want to start off with Grumpy Cat, just real quick, just because I did have a couple more whales. 3 of them actually by a little bit more today. They're all in the multi-trillion wallets, so they're very, very high. It seems that whales are stacking. And be advised, I'm the one that's kind of like there, oh, hey, this company wants to, or this exchange is going to waive their listing fee. This exchange is going to do that. So there are obviously other whales that I don't know that are obviously feeling certain type of way, that they're just stacking. Obviously, it's just for the future. Again, be advised, this is just a meme coin. I don't want to say it's a gamble. I mean, everything's a gamble. But yeah, this is going to be really interesting in the next couple weeks. What's also interesting, but not in a couple weeks, although we'll get to that as well, is right now we have OMI being up for the second day in a row, up 1.4% on the day, slightly less than 700,000 in volume. But we are at 000637. Been trending up for a little while for the past couple days, which is good. And I'll tell you why, or I'll tell you my hypothesis on this one. Hypothesize real quick. Let me know what y'all think. We had the Dope Ryan, which was on Danny the Bull's stream either yesterday or even today, I think. And basically what he had said was, oh, hey, you know, what Dan said on Veve Magic's stream is true. Veveverse beta invites will go out in a couple weeks. I think the last time they did that, they did have a couple invites go out. It kept crashing, et cetera, et cetera. They needed some bugs they had to fix. And now what they had done is, like, apparently those bugs are fixed. They're ready to roll out again. Now, could the same thing happen as last time, where it keeps crashing, they have a few bugs to fix, and they delay it a couple months? Sure. But I don't think they would have done that. They wouldn't have said this, and I don't think they would have rolled it out at San Diego Comic-Con, which, be advised, if you had been at San Diego Comic-Con and you were on those headsets, you got to see exactly what the Veveverse could look like, at least Marvel's version of the Veveverse. The way they had it there was that, I think the only way they were able to do it was that the Veveverse home space that we saw is, that people at San Diego Comic-Con saw, was a little room with the Marvel Mighties in it. You go down this hallway, you have comics on the walls, you can have comics on the walls. So yes, this is why comics are not in the showroom, is that they're on the walls over here. And what does this have to do with OMI? Well, I know most people that are be buying, and I don't think I can account for everyone that has bought the last couple days since San Diego Comic-Con. I have a sneaking suspicion, I'll bet dollars to donuts, that a bunch of people that saw it there are just like, oh my God, no heckin' way. And nobody else saw it. They probably saw it because, again, what Dope Ryan had said was, listen, the quality that you see on your phone is meant for stuff on your phone. It's meant for stuff on your tablet. The quality that you're going to see in the Veveverse, mostly thanks to Cavernous, is going to be so much better than that. We even have Foster Hilt going and having his retort on there as well. Foster Hilt goes and says, the limitations on mobile devices always meant lower resolution collectibles in order to allow users to use the Veve app. It sounds like we should expect a much higher quality once the Veve show home is available. Premium digital collectibles. I'm ready. Like the chicks in 2008 when they were ready for Hillary. I'm ready as well. Although I think that was 2016 when they did that, when they had said that. Listen, I have this, again, sneaking suspicion that the people, or a bunch of people that saw it at San Diego, were absolutely blown away by it. And then they had said, oh, I got to buy OMI right now. Why? Because, I mean, the last time they had talked about Veveverse, OMI pumped a little. So are you going to wait for it to 2x? Are you going to wait for those green candles to buy? Or are you going to buy now, before the news hits? Now, are these people going to buy the I don't say inside of it, are they going to buy what they saw and wait for the news to hit and then sell that news? They might, you know, having something go up 50%. I had a buddy of mine today, he didn't purchase that much. He purchased like 1.5 million OMI. I think he has like 20-something million OMI now, 22, 23 million. And just that, I'll show you the green candle it made. This is one order. It was like $1,300. What do you think is going to happen? Now, a lot of this volume that we have, it's not from people trading back and forth. I mean, it's a little bit of that, but a lot of it is bots. A lot of it is trading bots. When you have someone that can drop 100K no issue, yeah, throw 100 grand into that. I mean, we've seen that before. We've had, like, myself drop 500K into it. We've had Andre Drick drop I think 150K and then 50K into it. Now, obviously, that's when the volume was in the millions, much, much higher. You could do that without really affecting it too much. But the volume's this low, and a lot of it's artificial, and then you have somebody, just one person putting in 100K, it's going to blow up like 50% by itself, probably even double if there's no other buyers, if there's no other people to sell into that, and there's no other people to cross trade. So this thing is going to blow like Vesuvius, like nobody's business. And again, this is just on the OMI side. On the Veve side, honestly, this video is mostly just going to be about this. Not going to be too much news here. There's a company that I just saw. Actually, let me roll the clocks back a couple years. 6 years ago. People in the Pokemon industry were just like, yo, what's going to happen when there are like millionaires in this business? You know, millionaires getting into the hobby. That was like the big thing that everyone was talking about. What's going to happen? And slowly but surely, I found a couple people. Oh, this person's probably worth 7 figures. Now, being worth 7 figures between your houses, all of your assets, and whatever, versus being liquid for 7 figures is quite a different story. Now, slowly but surely, you did have those big whales coming in, and they would buy what they liked. They didn't necessarily go crazy with the market. And then some bigger houses started coming in. Like you had Troll and Toad that were putting in hundreds of thousands of dollars each month. They're probably doing millions a month right now in Pokemon cards. And you had people that were salty, like, oh, this isn't fair. It's supposed to be for us, the fans. You have all these people with all these money coming in. They're manipulating the market. Guys, that is a story as old as time. That happens with gold. That happens with Bitcoin. That happens with stock. It's on the New York Stock Exchange. You think that's not going to happen with children's cardboard? You think that's not going to happen with premium digital collectibles? Some might say it already has. Again, it doesn't take that much money to sweep up certain floors. Oh, wow, look what happened. And because I report all the news, because other people report all the news, everything is not a knee-jerk reaction, but everything has to be a big thing. Oh, hey, this happened on Veve. And it's cool. Don't get me wrong. I love it. I love looking at the market and seeing like, oh, hey, wasn't Reso at this price and now it's at this price? That's really cool. What happened? Did a whale sweep it up? Was there delistings? But you're going to see that more and more. You see that every single day. Again, you have that with Pokemon cards that other companies are doing. They continue to do just on like great, like, and it's some of it's old stuff, you know, the one that the nostalgic, but some of it's newer, some of it's recent. You have this with, you know, like the best of the best on premium digital collectibles. It's going to be a wild ride. Again, there's millions of digital collectibles on here, but it's not like Pokemon where you don't know how many are in circulation. You don't know how many are graded. You don't know how many of these were printed. You could have one print run. It could mean certain thing in one set versus a print run in another set. You have no idea what this means. In Veve, we have every single data out to us. We have the ability to look at sales, I think via VMate, or there's a couple different ways you can look at sales numbers versus just, again, a Mutascan, just the blockchain. There's multiple Twitter accounts that go and track that. The Veve feed, low mint Veve feed. There's just people in general that watch that OMI Daily Burn. You'd have, not Squid Cat. No, Squid Cat doesn't do that. You have Kelly, Rootless Girl. You have Kelly the Veve Fox that does that. So you have all these different outlets going and making sure that everyone has the same data and you can go and use that to your advantage. Like right now, you have this gem squeeze for Astro Boy. Astro Boy, it's only going to take $89,000 to sell out. That'll happen real quick. Now, it would have happened in a second if we would just have the buy now button, but we have the wait list coming up. And that wait list, you're going to have to wait 15 minutes. Most of it's going to sell out. You'll have a couple hundred left at the end of it. And then as soon as those 15 minutes are up, bam, smash the buy now button. And again, $89,000, that's all it's going to take for it to sell out. It's going to be a monster on the secondary because I think this had sold over 100 million volumes for the manga. Again, last night I did in my hour-long stream, I did a couple really cool reasons why Astro Boy's awesome, why he's cool, why he's really not for kids on some of those stories. And what's going to happen, like what's going to happen to all the grails? Oh, hey, I didn't get what I wanted, or I got what I wanted, now it's time to go back into the grails. You see people go, selling grails for grails, can work. A little risky if you have a grail. I feel like at this point, you might as well keep it. But right now you have certain things that are going down in this squeeze for Astro Boy. I guarantee you, as some of these big companies, some of these big whales come in, they'll go and buy that up. They'll say, oh, hey, this was at this price a few days ago, and suddenly we have the new shiny thing that all the normies are going to go get. They're going to sell everything for that. Let's swoop in. All of these companies can play the long game. They're not flippers that can go and say like, oh, I'm going to buy here and sell here for an extra 10 gems in 2 days. They will go decide what's undervalued. Anything that's under retail, guarantee you they get swept up. Comics that are $2, so they can get MCP points, guarantee you they get swept up. There's a couple of us right now that are already sweeping up those $2 comics. The ones that are like $1.85, $1.90, I don't think there's any that are under $1.85. If there are, like I said, I buy them up. If there are not, then then good, cool. But there have been multiple times where I've gone in just by myself and swept up those less than $2 comics. There do seem to be a lot now, like from $1.95 to $1.99. I'm not going to sweep all of those, but if it's at like $1.75, $1.85, I'll buy all of them. And again, I'm not the only one. And this is just to be in the top 500 wallets. There will come a time where it's going to be a little sad, where a lot of those top 500 wallets are going to be companies. They're going to be LLCs. And that's fine. You'll have like CVS that filed for their own metaverse. You're going to have other companies. And wouldn't that be great? Oh, hey, there's multiple people reporting on the top 500 wallets. That's just free advertising for them if they go and get that. I'm surprised they don't do that on Hero right now. I'm surprised they don't do that on other places, but they will. They will do that in other places. They'll do that on Veve. Veve's not like the only one. They'll do that on any place that has an audience. Anyway, moving on here. Out in the macro, we do have billionaire Tim Draper saying Bitcoin will rise above fiat and it's better and safer than banks and government controlling currency. I wonder where we've heard that before. We do have Mr. MC1 saying, in a casino, a house pays a jackpot with comics, or his house pays a jackpot. With comics, 10,000 people pay $7. The house keeps all, and a jackpot paid by 200 collectors that buy the secret rare, ultra rare for 10 to 50x. How can you keep them here, happy, and spend more, and attract more jackpot players? Having millions of people pay $7 for a comic, and they will come. So that is Mr. MC1 saying, hey, how do you do that? It's by having more. It's a lottery. It's a lottery to get that secret rare. And the ultra, you don't just make money on the secret rare. A lot of times you make money on the ultra rare and the rare as well. It's usually the rare, it's usually the common and the uncommon that go below retail. And if it's a crappy comic, that just goes and like for $1.50, like I said, I'll buy every single one of them for that price. Stupid cheap. Speaking of which, we did have a comic today, and the comic which I didn't think would do that well, but there was only 5,000 of them at $7 per, so it sold out, so it made $30,000-ish because obviously not all of them were sold. Had some success in the secondary as well, but that's just a nice, easy way for Veve to go and make a couple of bones there for themselves. And speaking of stacking, we have somebody that really, really likes Amazing Spider-Man 14 that has 180 of them. I don't think I have that of any comic, but yeah, they go heckin' wild. Also, I was looking at the Veve low mint feed yesterday, and there was so many, and like early this morning too, there were so many of these things that the low mints that were going, number 42, number 45. Like, I guess it's because Capcom, cool. I mean, the Monster Hunters are great. They're fun. These things are awesome. Both of them are cool. Anyone that plays the game knows automatically who they are. They know automatically how heckin' cool they are. But yeah, I just thought that was really interesting that a lot of people were just buying the low mints of those. Also, we did have an update today. The update for Veve, it was really just various bug fixes, optimizations, and enhancements. So there's nothing really crazy, but that is something that had happened. So I just, update your app in case you haven't yet. So Elon Musk saying, I'm not saying they're aliens, but the government had just yesterday said, yeah, they're totally aliens. So when Mars attacks NFTs. Also, we have NFT Update, which has 285,000 followers over on the Twitter, saying recently, Veve released Stanley digital collectibles via blind box for $15 each. Currently, the lowest price, which is the rare, is around $43, and the highest price, the secret rare, is around $675. At $675, people were paying like $1,200 for this, $1,000, $900 for this. At $675, really, really not bad in my opinion. Again, that's just me though. Actually, what I really want to go do is take a look at that secret rare right now, and it's at $755 now. So I think just from that particular post, going from $675 to $755, up in $80, pretty nice. Also, a lot of these things, we've had from NFT, we've had from really big accounts that are in the space, that are in the Web3 space. So it makes sense that they would stumble upon Veve by themselves. But it is possible that Veve is going and they are paying these people like, oh, hey, post about us, do whatever. And the same thing with Bloomberg. Like, could Bloomberg have stumbled upon us? Could one of their readers or one of their people in the office said, hey, I don't know if you noticed this, but there's this digital collectible company. They're doing this. They're taking people, and making digital collectibles, and they're making millions of dollars. And, somebody at Bloomberg could have ran it, sure. 9.2 million followers on Twitter, and they have a bunch of people pay to read the stuff. I have the sneaking suspicion that it's possible that Veve might have paid for that. Do I know? I have no idea. If they have not, which again David said on Veve Magic stream like a month or two ago that they did get the green light for advertising. So this could be it. If it is, great. I think this is the right way to do it in order to go get a lot of eyes on it. If not, then the best is yet to come. So comment down below if you want this to be the advertising or if you would rather something else. Oh, we had a low mint secret rare Miles Morales sell. So now the floor is 11,200. The person that bought it wasn't a low mint Miles, it was just random mint. It was mint number 145, and it went to someone that wasn't in the top 500 by a long shot, number 9,715. That was the rank. I do want to say this. I mentioned it in a live stream yesterday, but Veve Magic had she was talking to, I think, David at the time. It was a couple days ago that she had posted this. It was a quick interview. And she had said that she had ran into a guy at San Diego Comic-Con that she showed the app to. And then 2 days later, she ran into him again and said, Veve Magic, I've just spent thousands of dollars on this. I'm a Diamond 1 right now. And she's like, oh my God, how much did you spend? And he's like, thousands. So this is addictive. This is something that people will go and do. So it could have possibly been that guy. Going and saying like, okay, let me do a deep dive into this. Let me watch some of these YouTubers. What's the best investment? And of course, I keep saying Spider-Man, the Miles Morales Secret Rare, I think is hella good, even though it is 5 figures right now. I do think that is really good for the future. And, whoever got this, whoever they listen to, shout out to them. I think that was a really good purchase. Veve announced the year is 1933, the first appearance of Spider-Man Noir in comic form. So they did announce that. That's cool. I guess like it'll sell. Dude, Clever Jerk made a post on the feed today of all of his Lamborghinis of the first pair. It's like, oh my God, dude's a mad lad. Absolutely bananas. For those of you wondering, Chavez, Mr. San Diego Comic-Con, what's the next thing you're going to? Well, the Dope Ryan did kind of just soft confirm not San Diego, the one in Anaheim, Designer Con, so Veve will probably be there, not hard confirmed yet. Same thing at New York Comic-Con, which I'm probably going to go to anyway. But outside of that, Darcy Donovan had posted today, come join me at the @BreatheCon convention in Las Vegas. I will be keynote speaking on September 14th, and I would love to see you there. Again, that's Darcy Donovan's keynote speaker. You can also use our special code, Island1, for 50% off your tickets. That is September 13th through the 15th. I will be there as well with my boy. I told her, like, looking to go with my boy, Ernie, talk to you soon. And then she just responded, can't wait. So I will be at that event in case anyone was wondering. Also, we have NFT now, 161,000 followers over on the Twitter saying describe NFTs in one word, and all of the Veve fam was like Veve, which I thought was pretty heckin' cool. Also, what we actually have Tezuka Productions, who is the licensor for Astro Boy, going and retweeting Veve saying the latest kids animation series, Go Astro Boy Go, drops 29 July, doing the whole rigmarole, doing the whole thing, which I thought was cool. Also, David had mentioned, he had reposted from Death Bunny. Death Bunny had said, David Yu is truly a classy guy. Despite McFarlane Toys hiring a critical former Veve employee, David still went up to Todd McFarlane as a fan to take a picture with him, and David had responded, he'd retweeted saying, fandom and creators infuse passion into their work, setting new standards of excellence. Seeing others' bats inspires me to reach new heights in Veve while fostering a positive and uplifting atmosphere. Competition promotes mutual respect and fosters a sense of utility and common purpose. As I thought that was very Gary V-esque, I said, this is excellent, uplifting words. No Radamontade here. All love. That's how you do it. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I love you guys. Leave your shirt. Meow, 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 meow.